Welcome back to our channel, The Double Rule. If hindi ka pa nakaka-subscribe sa ating channel, please do subscribe as well as hit the bell para maging updated ka sa ating future accounting videos. In this episode, tuturuan ko lang kayo for those na hindi pa maalam mag-compute ng present value factor gamit ang ating basic calculator. So in this video, ang gagamitin kong calculator is by Canon. So yan yung model. Kung iba yung gamit mong calculator, makakasabay ka rin naman kasi yung mga gagawin nating procedure, universal naman siya sa most of the basic calculator. It is just that dito sa calculator kasi na to, mas madali yung computation ng present value kasi meron siyang gantong button. Ayan guys, yung GT button. Guys, kasi sa ibang calculator, parang kailangan mo pang i-perform, halimbawa sa present value of ordinary annuity, which is i-discuss naman natin mamaya kung paano siya computein. Pero just to give you an overview or comparison nitong calculator na ito versus sa ibang calcu, dito pag na-compute mo yung present value of 1, halimbawa 5 taon, simply press yung GT, grand total, lalabas na doon yung present value of ordinary annuity. Unlike sa ibang calcu, kailangan mong kumpletuhin yung buong formula ng present value ordinary annuity. So wala siyang parang kumbaga just GT tapos present value ordinary annuity na. Okay, so how to compute the present value factor? First, alamin mo muna kung ano yung combo mo. Combo, parang Tekken lang. So actually guys, pagka nagko-compute tayo ng present value, ang combo natin is simply divide equals. So pagka present value, ang combo is divide equals. So bakit nasabing divide equals? Halimbawa, pinapahanap sa problem is the present value of ordinary annuity. 5% daw yung rate. And then ang compounding natin is compounded annually 5 taon. So pagka i-translate natin siya into mathematical form na, diba, 1.05 raised to negative 5. So negative 5 kasi annual naman yung 5 taon. So 5 lang yung period, diba? And then negative yung exponent, huwag makalimutan kasi siya ay present value. Yun. So paano natin siya gagawin sa basic calculator? Sabi ko nga sa inyo kanina, ang natin combo pagka present value is divide equals. So simply perform ito, sinulat ko na para sa inyo. 1.05 divide equals combo. Tapos for 5 years kasi 5 years naman di ba? So gawin lang natin siya sa basic calcu. And i-zoom out ko lang din ng konti para makita nyo ng mas malinaw. So I hope kita nyo naman sa screen. So 1.05 divide equals. And guys, pag pala pinerform natin yung divide equals, syempre yung first equals doon, kasama na siya doon sa taon. Kumbaga nag-count na yun as 1. So syempre, kailangan lang natin ituloy. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Yun. So ang lumabas, as you can see, the present value of 1 is 0.7835. So tingnan natin kung tama. Ayun, tama naman kasi niround ko lang to into 3 decimal places. So 0.784. So yan Yun, moving on. As you can see, may nakalagay dito versus. Ikumpara daw natin yung present value of 1 sa future value of 1. I know naman na alam mo na yung kumbaga conceptual niya. Kaya ko lang to nilagay kasi merong important difference na kailangan nating i-take note. Yun, i-take note habang i-input tayo sa basic calcu. Kasi tingnan mo dito. Gagawin natin is same data, so 5% pa rin, 5 years. Pero this time, we are going to project it into the future. So future value of 1 yung kino-compute. So halos ganun pa rin naman yung mathematical form niya, 1.05 raised to 5, positive 5, di ba? Future value. Yun, so ang combo naman pagka future value is times equals. So yun naman, di ba kanina present value is divide equals. So sa future value naman guys, times equals. And look at this one. Meron siyang nakalagay na note. So yan, para kompleto. Note, nabawasan daw si equals. Saan part yung nabawasan yung equals? Ayun guys, yung, di ba 5 years siya? Yung number of times na ipe-press mo yung equals, 4 na beses lang. Pagka future value ang kinocompute mo sa basic calculator. Pwede nating i-test yun guys. I-try nyo muna, halimbawa 2 raised to, halimbawa 2 times 2. So kung gagawin mo yun sa basic calculator, actually, pwedeng gagawin mo lang is 2, press 2, isang beses lang yung equals, times, and then press equals. So as you can see, ang ipinrest lang natin is 2 times equals, naging 4 na siya. Isang beses mo lang pinindot yung equals, pero yung number of times na na-raise yung 2 is 2 beses. Kasi, di ba, 2 times 2 is basically 2 raised to 2, yung exponential. So guys, I don't wanna, bombard you with this, mathematical algebra jargon. Ang point ko lang naman is, pagka siya ay future value, kailangan bawasan mo yung number of times na ipe-press mo yung equal. So, kung 5 taon yun, annually, so yung number of times na press mo equals is 4 times lang. So, ganun lang. Yun lang yun. So, try lang natin to kung tama nga yung sagot na 1.276. Future value, remember, magbabawas tayo ng equals. So, 1.05, yan, times, tapos alam natin na 5 taon yung kinocompute natin sa number of times na magpe-press ng equals, 4 lang. 1, 2, 3, 4. So guys, as you can see, lumabas 1.276. And to check lang din. So as you can see, tada, 1.276. So yun lang. Just always keep in mind, magbawas ng equals for future value for positive exponent. Diba? Future value is positive exponent. Then present value is as is. Kung halimbawa 5 taon yun, 5 beses ka rin magpe-press ng equals. So yun lang guys. Okay, and then ito na yung twist. So bigyan natin siya ng twist. Issue, sobrang dami daw or haba ng period. What if daw sa problem nakalagay, what is the present value of one factor for 5% annually? Pero ang ginawa, 20 years. So halimbawa na-encounter mo to sa exam, no? Last 5 minutes na lang, tapos kailangan mo mag-compute ng halimbawa present value ng bonds, for instance. Tapos 99 years or 1,000 years, pero hindi naman lalabas sa exam. So in this example, paano daw kung 20 years? Ibig sabihin 20 times ka magpipindot ng equals. Yun na nga, kasi ito yun makikita mo, long cut natin. So since present value factor yung kino-compute, ang combo natin, remember, is divide equals. And then kung ilan yung taon, pag present value as is, number of times na magpipress ka ng equals, 20 din. So 0.37689 yung tamang sagot. Try lang natin guys kung gaano siya ka-rigorous. So 1.05. 1.05 divide 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ay, pailan na ba yun? 15. Hindi, ulit. So, 1.05 divide 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 15, 20. So, yun. As you can see, guys, minsan kasi pag nag-basic calculus ako, bilis ako ng pagkukompute. Pero pag pala ganun, hindi mo siya pwedeng rat-ratin basta-basta to, press mo ng ganon. Hindi, kasi minsan parang yung input sa basic calculus, hindi siya as is na kung ilan yung pindot mo, matic 20. Minsan kulang yun. So, kailangan daan-daanin pag long cut method. Yun. So, doon na papasok yung shortcut na ituturo ko sa inyo guys. Gustuhin man nating lahat o hindi, magre-review tayo ng algebra. Kasi ang computation ng present value factor, basically in its mathematical form, meron tayo, syempre kitang-kita mo naman, meron tayong mga exponent. Mapa present value man yan, future value man yan, kung anong present value factor man yan, may lalabas na exponent yan. So, ang mahalaga dyan is yung rules on exponent. Maraming rules on exponent but we're not going to dive into it. Yung isang rule lang which is tinawag na power rule, or ang pagkakaalala ko dito is power of a power rule. Wherein sinabi niya na if there is a certain, variable, a raised to n, tapos ni-raise mo yung buong yun sa m, pwede nga gawin mo is a raised to mn. Pag timesin mo lang yung mga exponent niya, yun na rin yun. So a raised to n, raised to the power of n, raised to the power of m is equal to a raised to the power of the product of mn. Ayun ba yun? Sige, anyway. Yun. So, pwede natin gamitin yun to our advantage. So guys, ang pinapakita lang dito is mag-isip ka ng factor ng 20. Diba 20 years yun? Mag-isip ka ng factor ng 20. So una siguro ipapasok sa isip mo is, okay, 20 is equal to 5 times 4. So yun na lang yung gamitin ko. So ganun lang siya. Parang binabalik mo ba? Ito kasi 1.05 raised to negative 20. Ito yan eh. So i-work back mo siya. Kunin mo yung factor niya. Kaya ginawa natin dito, yan, naging ganito siya. So, alam naman natin na negative 5 times 4 is negative 20. So, bakit hindi natin siya gamitin? And then from that part, yan, 1.05 raised to negative 5 raised to 4, gagawin mo ngayon yung standard procedure mo sa paghahanap ng present value factor. Yung ginawa natin kanina. Yan, di ba ito? Present value of 1 saka future value of 1. Okay guys, since ang unang exponent is negative 5, so parang present value factor siya, di ba? Present value of 1. So ang combo mo is divide equals, and syempre pagka present value or negative exponent, number of times that you would have to press your equal sign is actually rekta. So kung 5 yun, 5 beses ka rin magpe-press ng equals. And then after mong ma-input yan sa basic calculator, sundin, gawin mo naman yung positive exponent, yung 4. So, this is similar dun sa ginawa natin kanina, yun na dito sa future value. Ang combo natin is times equals, and yun, dito lang yung papasok yung important part, which is pagka future value or positive exponent, mag-ingat ka sa pag-press ng equals, kailangan mong bawasan ng isang beses. Kaya, from 4 times, dapat, since ito ay times equals yung combo, bawasan mo ng isang beses yung pagpipress ng calcu, okay? So, pag nagawa mo na to, hopefully, makompute na natin ang tama yung present value factor for this 20 years. So, try lang natin siya sa calculator. So, ang pe-perform natin, ulitin ko lang, is yung 1.05 raised to negative 5 raised to 4. So, dito, unahin muna natin yung present value kasi guys, pwede nga gawin mo dyan, baliktarin mo. Halimbawa, positive 5, negative 4. Ganon din naman yun, negative 20. Kahit positive, negative, positive, o kahit 4, 5, 5, 4, or other factors of 20, it would work. Ito matesting natin. So, yan na. Ipon ko lang to dito. Ang sikip kasi dito sa table. Yan. So, okay. Hindi pala kita. Yan. So, let's input now in the calculator. 1.05 divide equals 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times, right? Tapos yung sa positive exponent 4, magbabawas ka ng press ng equals, 3 na lang. Kaya to times equals 3 times. Times 1, 2, 3. So, hopefully ito na yung present value of 1 for 20 years. 0.376 89. Hayong tumama. So, as you can see guys, 0.37689. So, tama naman na. You just have to be wary and to be mindful dun sa part na positive exponent. Magbabawas ka ng isang equals. Yun. As you can see guys, the difference between our shortcut method and yung long cut, hindi naman siya kumbaga ganun talaga ka laki yung difference, pero it will help. Hindi mo maikakaila na matutulungan ka niyan in a way na kumbaga mas mabilis yung computation, di yung 20 times na nalito ka na sa kung pailan na ba yung compute mo is hindi mo pa rin na-compute yung 20 kasi nga sobrang dami. What more if halimbawa 50 years to, so lalo na tayong naluko dyan. Eh, unlike dito, 5 times ka lang nag-press ng ng equals for the present value factor, then for the future value 3 times. So instead of 20 times ka nag-press ng equals, 8 times ka lang. So as you can see, ito ang gamitin mong shortcut, kumbaga computation natin. Pero ito naman para sa mga ano lang, sobrang dami o haba ng period. Kung halimbawang ano lang yun, 5 years, irekta mo na 5 years. So yun na-compute natin na basic is the present value of 1. So para sa mga lump sum payment, diba? Zoom ko lang. Lump sum payment. So yan. Kung halimbawa naman nire-require sa atin is kailangan natin is computein yung annuity. Present value for ordinary annuity. So if the payments are made at the end of the compounding period, we are going to use the present value of ordinary annuity. As you can see, yung formula ng present value of ordinary annuity, na dito rin yung present value of 1 eh. So yung ito rin yun eh. I-input mo lang. So 1 less yung na-compute mo dito, then di-divide mo sa, ito po ay I which means the interest rate. And guys, once na ma-compute mo yung present value of 1, wag mo nang gawin is like parang isusulat mo yung present value of 1 sa papel. Halimbawa 0.37688925321. Tapos i-reset mo yung calculus mo. Gagawin mo is press mo yung on. Tapos simula ka sa 1 minus tapos sasauluhin mo pa yung na-compute mo. Huwag na. Ang kumbaga ito naman, doable naman siya sa calculator without resetting yung nakuha mong sagot kanina. Simply deduct. So as you can see sa calculator format, deduct 1, i-divide mo dun sa rate. So minus 1 lang, divide, sorry kung masyadong maliwanag. So divide by the rate which is 5% and then press equals. As you can see, negative yan kasi nga binaliktad natin yung sa inherent formula niya eh. So ang gawin mo, ignore mo na lang yung negative sign. So ang tamang sagot actually dyan is 12.46. So just ignore. O kaya gusto mo, press mo pa to. Positive, negative. Tada! So 12.46. Ignore the negative sign kasi wala namang PB na negative. Maliit lang yung value pero hindi yung negative. Meron namang case na halimbawa yung payment is ginagawa at the beginning of the compounding period. So ang gagamitin mo naman is the present value factor annuity due. It's actually the same. Tatimesan mo lang siya ng additional 1 plus I. So yung na-compute natin kanina na 12.46, itatimes mo lang uli siya sa 1.05 and then yun na yung present value annuity due. So yun guys, 13.08. So hindi ko na siya sinulat dito but I know naman na nakuha nyo yung kumbaga principles. Present value of annuity due is actually yung present value ordinary annuity mo. I-times mo lang siya ng another 1 plus I. Yun. So yun yung overview ng tatlong types of the present value factor. So okay guys, just to recap, ito yung mga key points natin sa pagko-compute ng present value factor using a basic calculator. First, yung present value, if we are going to compute for the PB, walang reduction dun sa equal sign sa pagpindot. Kung halimbawa 5 taon yun, 5 taon mo ring i-hit yung equals. But if we're going to compute the future value, yung positive exponent, kailangan mo magbawas ng pagpindot sa equal. So hinay-hinay lang sa pag-hit ng equals, especially if may involved na positive exponent. Kasi nga diba yung important yan sa shortcut trick natin. And then yung second key point natin is that when you are making for the factors noong long period, 20, 50, kung ano man period yun, the sign of the factors are interchangeable. So ayan, nakasulat dito is pwedeng negative 5 times 4, it is the same as 5 times negative 4. So parehas lang yan, kahit magkabaliktad yung sign, magkabaliktad yung mga digits, nasa sayo naman yan. Basta ang lalabas is negative 20 kasi present value factor eh. And then the third key point is that the shortcut works on present value factors only. Kasi tinry ko to sa future value factor, parang hindi niya magawa yung shortcut na hahatiin mo yung factor kasi yung future value kasi guys ay positive yung exponent. So pag naghanap ka ng factor, parehas positive. So kumbaga ang magiging bottom line nun is maihihit mo pa rin siya ng 20 times yung equal, something like that. So just keep this in mind na pag nag-shortcut ka, since mostly naman ng mga problem is more on the present value so it will work on the present value factor only. Okay, yung shortcut na mababawasan yung number of times. And then guys, yung last tip ko para sa ating lahat is ang piliin mo is yung lowest adding factors. Okay guys, halimbawa 20. Ang goal mo naman dito is hindi yung kumbaga nagkang luluko ka na dun sa pagpindot ng equals 20, yung ginamit natin na factor is 5 times 4. So kung isipin mo, 9 times ka maghihit ng equals Pero dahil nga yung sa multiplicate dun sa future value side nababawasan, so parang 8 times lang. So ang piliin mo yung mga factors na pag pinag-add mo, mababa yung yung kumbaga combined value nila. What I mean is 5 times 4. So 5 plus 4, 9 times ka lang at most or 8 pagpe-press ng calcu. Another factor of 20 for instance is 10 times 2. So 10 plus 2, 11 minus 1. 10 plus 2 is equal to 12 minus 1 is equal to 11 times. Pero kumbaga kung nang pakaisipin, pero kumbaga lang, just keep it in mind na basta yung magkalapit yung value, 5 and 4, kasi normally yun yung pinakamababa yung combined value nila yung pag pinag-add mo. So yun lang naman, lowest adding factors. Okay guys, that's it for this video. If meron po kayo natutunan from this video, please subscribe as well as like and share to your friends para madalian din sila sa pagko-compute ng present value factor. So meron din kaming Facebook page, ang pangalan po niya is The Double Rule. Please follow us and thank you sa ating 2,000 plus followers. Maraming salamat po. And bago lang kayo umalis sa video na ito, meron akong challenge. Please grab your basic calculator, compute for the present value of 145% compounded annually 100 years. Gamit ang ating mga basic calculator. So comment down below kung ano yung sagot nyo for this present value factor and ano yung ginamit nyong factor for 100 years. So yun lang. Thank you.